hidden war, propaganda, nationalism, and the war of maps. So as a content creator, someone who has lived and worked in both Cambodia and Thailand, I've always believed in the power of storytelling to bridge cultures. But today I want to talk about something deeper, something that doesn't always make the headlines, yet quietly it shapes how two profound nations view each other. ជំរាបសួរជួបគ្នាម្ដងទៀតហើយថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំចង់និយាយអំពីស្ថានភាពនយោបាយនៅប្រទេសកម្ពុជានិងប្រទេសថៃហើយតើការនិយាយនិងការឲ្យតម្លៃទៅអ្វីហៅថាជាតិនិយមហ្នឹងវាអាចពាក់ព័ន្ធមានការជះឥទ្ធិពលទៅលើការសម្រេចចិត្តរវាងប្រជាជនប្រទេសនីមួយៗទៅលើប្រទេសនីមួយ This is not just a story about territorial disputes or temple perched on a cliff of downright mountain, but this is a hidden war fought in school books, TV screens, through whispers in the classrooms and in the corners of internet. A war of propaganda, nationalism, and yes, even map. Why do children grow up with one version of history while Thai children grow up in another? Why do both nations lay claim to the same ruins, the same ancient temple, the same rooted pride? In this episode, I'd like to explore how education, media, and geography have been turned into battlegrounds where the past is weaponized in some way and the truth become a casualty. History isn't just about the past. It's about who gets to define the future. In Cambodia, children are taught of the great Angkorian Empire, the pride of Khmer civilization, a kingdom that once stretched far into what is today northeastern Thailand. In Thai classroom, the same territory is often attributed to ancient Thai kingdoms like Sukhothai or Ayutthaya, downplaying Khmer influence. These influences may seem subtle, but they matter because they repeated year after year, generation after generation. When Cambodia teaches that Thailand encroached and stole heritage, and Thailand teaches that it's merely inherited once abandoned land, we aren't just teaching facts, we are teaching emotions, teaching identity, teaching distrust. This difference isn't an accident, it's deliberate. History curriculum carefully designed by governments, often to reinforce national pride, and sometimes to prepare the next generation for ideological battle. Media as a weapon, from soap operas to state channel. If education plants the seed of nationalism, media is the water that helps it grow. 2003, Cambodia erupted in riots when Thai actress was rumored to have said Angkor Wat belongs to Thailand. The Thai embassy in Phnom Penh was burned down. The Thai business were vandalized. The truth? Now, the question about the truth is, did she actually say it? The quote may have been misattributed or misinterpreted, or it was true intent, but the damage was already done. In Thailand, mainstream media has long been criticized for portraying characters in films and soap operas as, especially on Cambodian, as being uneducated, superstitious, or subservient. Meaning that they've always looked at Cambodian as second in terms of, comparing to that. Meanwhile, Cambodian state media that depict Thailand as historically aggressive. And now, the intent adds fuel to the fire. Memes, doctored videos, nationalists on both sides spread propaganda with a single click, inflaming old wounds. So when nationalism becomes entertainment, the line between fictions and facts fades very quickly. When we talk about the war of maps, drawing borders, shaping mind, maps are supposed to show us where we are. But in this war, map shows us who we think we are. Walk into a Thai school, and you may find a maps that show Dong Rai Mountain and Preah Vihear Temple comfortably within Thailand border. In Cambodian school, the same maps show how those lands firmly are within the Cambodian territory. Even government maps, depending on which country they are printed in, differ dramatically. The International Court of Justice, ICJ for short, ruled in favor of Cambodia in 1962, confirming sovereignty over the Preah Vihear Temple, but the surrounding land remained contested. The battlefield isn't just physical, it's mental. Tourists buy maps, students memorize them, and textbook embeds them in national memory. A few lines drawn with a ruler decades ago by colonial powers now determine who belongs and who doesn't. Geography becomes ideology. Where do we find the truth? In the noise. Is reconciliation possible between Thailand and Cambodia? So, where does that leave us? Are Cambodians and Thai doomed forever? Stare across the border with suspicion and resentment? Not necessarily. Across both nations, there are educators, historians, artists, and peace builders working to change the narrative. Independent scholars pushing for joint textbook, documentarian capturing stories of shared ancestries and intertwined heritage. But their voices are often drowned out, not by guns or bombs, but by the louder voices with flags in their hands and slogans in their mouth. But only if both countries recognize that nationalism, when left unchecked, becomes very toxic, and that the truth is not the property of one side. So we must ask, what kind of history are we teaching our youth? One of walls, one of temples, or bridges? It's a very big question to answer. Peace really begins not at the negotiation table, but in the classroom, within the family, in the media, in the way we speak about one another. The war of maps is not just about geography. It's about memory, identity, and control. But we have the power to redraw those maps, not just with our pens and borders, but with compassion, curiosity, and the truth. Cambodia and Thailand are not enemies by nature. They are neighbors by fate, bound by history, linked by culture. If we choose to listen, to understand, and to teach our children a full picture of our shared past, we may yet find peace not only across borders, but within hearts. As I have indicated, that we all have the power to change history. The question for all of us now is whether you are Thai or you are Cambodian. Are we willing to be able to sit and talk openly about our differences? It's not a choice that we can make, but it is the future that we have to make for our future generations. Whether we choose war or peace, it is up to both countries to decide. It is important for us to recognize that peace is within reach. Path of war is nothing more than destruction. There's nothing more than hates. There's nothing more than lives lost, bloodshed, temple ruin, country devastated economically, politically. So therefore, we must take action, and that action is now. So until next time, Thank you for joining me on Smart Conceit. Don't forget to share this podcast, leave a comment or two, and keep questioning the stories we're told.